So, hey y'all, look, got something on my mind today. There are a lot of self made, self proclaimed, whatever you want to call it, psychologists and psychiatrists on social media giving a whole lot of advice. And some of it may be good advice, some of it may not be. But I say all that to say, um, I was watching this lady, and I don't remember who she was, but she was giving her testimony. And it kind of resonated something in me. And this lady basically said that she was a successful person. She was an entrepreneur, had her own company. She was a mother, she was a wife, she was a college graduate, doing, fairly well. And she was bipolar. However, because of the fact that she didn't want people to think that she was crazy, she never got help for her bipolar. And she knew that she had bipolar. She knew for years that it was something wrong with her. But she never got the help because she didn't want people to think that she was crazy. So she goes on to say that it wasn't until one night or one day, one weekend or something, her husband noticed that she had been just basically stressed out, and he wanted to do something special for her. So he planned a weekend or some kind of getaway for them. Just trying to get her mind, together. Well, something happened during that time, and she goes into a bipolar episode of fit of rage, and she ends up going to jail. And that started a new journey for her. So that kind of made her step back, realize that she needed to get help. And she eventually started getting help and opened a nonprofit. Now, I bring all that to say because I also saw something else. It may have been on YouTube, I don't know, somewhere I saw something else that talked about the Black family. And it talks about how we as a community will know that we have somebody in our family that is struggling with some mental illness. But instead of us trying to intervene or get help for that person, what we do is to keep the peace. We just don't say anything to that person. But everybody around the family talks about how crazy this person is. And I use that term lightly because I ain't trying to be politically correct right now. I'm just saying that's what we do as families. It's like, so-and-so crazy, you got to ignore her, whatever. And oftentimes we do that. And when we do that, trying to keep the peace and try not to make anybody mad, what we do is we lose out on that opportunity to get that person help. And I don't know about y'all, but I know in our family, that's the case. I'm guilty of it. We just, they always been like that. That's just how they are. This person, this and that and the other. And we lose out on the opportunity of getting that person the help that they need. And sometimes you're not the one that can get the person the help. But when we ignore the signs of illness, then sometimes that is not helping that person at all. And so I say all that to say, you may not be the one that can help somebody, and it may be you that needs to help. But either way it goes, that was just on my mind today, that, we're guilty oftentimes of just overlooking stuff, thinking that things are going to get better. And we all know in reality, 9 times out of 10, things don't get better, they get worse. So I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a psychiatrist, and I can't tell you what to do in your family or in your situation. But maybe, this conversation will bring something to your mind to try to help you either get help or get help for the person that may need the help. Whatever the case may be, that was just on my mind today, so just sharing. Y'all have a good day.